My husband doesn't mind that another man sends me money. He sent me around $300,000 in total. I make explicit content for him. His family does not know about me.
Hi, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about this popular, I don't know if they on TikTok or whatever, Instagram. I'll be seeing them all over social media before I feel like the last years and stuff like that. Upon doing research, the displeased lug on your right is going to be Brett, and the entitled feminist queen is going to be Rose on your right. Now, before you say I'm being harsh, I am going to let you know about this couple in just a quick summarization about why it's just the truth. The couple calls themselves Queen of Kings. I had to go back and edit that because it doesn't even sound natural off my tongue. King of Queens is what I want to say because there's no way Queen of King, like what? That's backwards. But they have quite the following, over 1.23 million subscribers on YouTube. And even though you'll see both of them, you just see her mostly being the spearhead of the whole thing, and he allows it. And yes, you heard it right. It's not King of Queens. No, it's not that. It is Queen of Kings, which speaks volumes in the brand, the name of their brand itself.
I think people confuse recognizing that you have something and capitalizing off of it with being fake. My husband and I got together in 2018. We became social media influencers really in 2022, but we kind of low-key got started in 2020. After organically sitting in our car, realizing that there was something called Reels and saying, hey, let's see what this real thing is about. Let's try to make a video, and went viral, mega viral off of a random video sitting in our car. Obviously, from that point, when I accidentally started making money on social media by just being ourselves, I said, wow, we have something here. People are intrigued off of maybe our dynamics with me being short, tiny, black, and outgoing, and my husband being very introverted, white, tall, and humongoid. Kylie Jenner got lip injections and went viral off of that and started making mega money and capitalized off of her lip injections, making Kylie Jenner cosmetics or whatever it's called. In 2022, I was making $7,000 a month just on Instagram, and then my Instagram got deleted, and I decided to start making my money or just posting on all 4 platforms. You know, I was distraught that my Instagram got deleted. That was a lot of money for me to be making at that point, and then I started making 6 figures just from social media. Last month in May, I made 5 figures just off of I made 5 figures, you guys. So obviously I saw and recognized that people are really intrigued with our dynamics, and if you got it, flaunt it. Boy, I know you want it. No, really, but the point of this video is if you recognize that you have something that feeds other people or that other people are interested in, you can be yourself, and just being you capitalize off, which means take advantage of what you have and use it to your benefit to get whatever you want out of this world. So while our marriage is very, very real, our relationship is very real, been real, always gonna be real. If I know that I can help me and my family eat and really win off of this thing, off of us just simply being, then I'm going to use that and capitalize off of it. So I am totally capitalizing off of being a tiny little black gal with this huge, humongoid, white chunk of, the white man. So anyways, subscribe. Link in bio.
So you see the basic gist of what they're about. She is going to use who she wants to use. So remember this when we watch the video about this couple, okay? Because clearly she's letting you know that using people for whatever, doesn't matter what you're feeding them, whatever the case is, if it's degradation, she's going to take advantage of you. So that's just what it is. And they were recently in a whole heated situation publicly where they were arguing and saying all type of stuff about each other.
If you come here with food again, if you steal again, I'm going to leave you. Do you remember that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, you guys are going to have to excuse me because you're going to hear some snoring because my husband is knocked out as he's been at work since 1 o'clock in the morning, and it is now 9 o'clock p.m. My honey's definitely tired, but you guys are kind of annoying me with all the talk of my husband being broke. If you want to do your own just quick research, then you'll find out that my husband owns the home that he purchased for us, $500,000 house. And if you are aware with the home buying process, you know the underwriter do not play about having that money. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live.
Wholesome couple, as this woman, this black woman who's, just conservative and put together, it seems like, but it really wasn't. She was getting money from alternate sources and really nefarious acts. And I really want to deep dive on this as we watch what's going on in this episode and just the fate of marriage in this world for people of this world. And you'll notice, like, if you saw in the video, her youth was in there. It's absolutely wild. It's really unfortunate. I'm also guilty of this in the past, where the drama can be the drama, but it's the newer generations that get affected by it when the kids are around watching.
In that moment, I had to ask the doctor, like, so is this okay? And we actually found out by the doctor that scientifically, the babies are much stronger, much healthier, and even smarter when you do mixed races.
Because you get the...
the straight up lies that are being told, like, they be doing anything to get that melanin, that mixture, that powerful gene mixed with theirs. And listen, there's no such thing as race. So people I can't be racist, stuff like that. Like, people try to call you whatever the case is because they're ignorant. But who's the real racist? The persons that created the race system. Because there was a point where Esau and Jacob, were in the same womb. Yeah, they was fighting, but they was in the same womb. Lies that are being told. And if you already know I'm just the messenger. Israelites in this thing, we're supposed to stay within the 12 tribes, but that's a whole nother topic. But I'm gonna go ahead and go into the video. They have an interesting dynamic. I ain't know this was going on behind the scenes, and this really shows you, like, I never really adorned celebrities back in the day when it was celebrities. You had the MTVs and you had the certain celebrities, whatever cases. I just like them because of their talent. Now that's also in question, but this couple, people like worship people online. They see them, they have all these lavish things, and you do not know how people got the things they are. This is on Love Don't Judge, fair use. I'm just reacting to content.
My husband doesn't mind that another man sends me money. He sent me around $300,000 in total. I make explicit content for him. His family does not know about me. He literally told me I was going to divorce my wife. Like, she was just such a nag. So I think personally I helped his marriage.
What we could call the bed wench.
This woman is trash, trifling. He does have a brain tumor, and I had multiple people saying that I'm a user, I'm evil. I deserve to be on the wheel, if anything.
What's the catch? Is one of the babies his?
I'm offended.
This guy.
So he sent me this one the other day. I haven't opened it yet.
But you're excited?
Of course.
What do you think,
Some new teams.
Yeah,
Always excited for new teams. He does often send me gifts. He also sent this.
None about business.
Well, you'll like to see me in it as well. We've been together now for 7 years.
I say 7 or 8 or 6, 7.
Well, 6, 7. I met Santa and
Oh, by the way, I did a video on that. Well, no, I don't think I did a video on it yet, but I heard that whole trend, which if you follow the Most High at this point, we just gotta no following trends, of this world. The customs of people are vain, and I heard it's demonic. So just putting that out there.
Brett around the same time. I did work as a dancer. I was a single mom, and on my last day, this gentleman came in. that literally made like $10,000 that day doing nothing, just sitting on his lap chilling. He texts me and he's just like, hey, do you mind if I like take care of you? I know you're a young single mom. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay your monthly expenses. And then he put me on his payroll, and every month I would just get $2,500.
So why would people want me to come in and stop that situation?
Yeah, I'd say I've seen him in person and spent time with him maybe 5 times total in like the 6 years. We really have made a friendship. In the beginning, I definitely did think of him as just like this old guy just wants to see my goods and send me money. It's a pig, but he's so much more than that. He sent me around $300,000 in total. I call him Santa because he loves the holidays. He's a very
By the way, those are pagan holidays. Go check out Jeremiah 10.
give him
Look at his face, y'all. Look at his face. Does that look like happiness?
person. He also is a white man with a white beard and a kind of heavy set. I love Santa, and my husband knows that I love Santa just because I do.
And Christmas, of course, is a pagan holiday, and these people just are blatantly like, this is crazy because this world is so temporary. Like, it's crazy that people are throwing away their eternal lives to satisfy something that's temporary. And you don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to do all. That's an absolute no. Even if if you have to be poor, that literally nothing is worth your soul. Literally nothing. You could working for the kingdom, you can break free.
About people when they do things for me.
The kingdom of
I've
the Lord.
obtained
The kingdom of the Lord, the Most High, okay? His kingdom. Like, he set you free without these stipulations and being unhappy and all this stuff. Like, and plus, what's it worth to get the world, your eternal soul? Like, he created everything. Like, this is wild. And it's crazy because she's so pretty. This one says, me outside my second home in a gated community with my new 2025 mom car. Trying to get the single moms to realize kids don't stop nothing but a couple periods.
a house at the age of 27. My teeth and my breast, he changed my life drastically.
I give so much to this relationship as it is, and here's an extra
Oh,
300,000.
her teeth and her breast. Oh, okay. And it don't even look like she got any surgery. She looks great. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Okay. But you be thinking like, this is a side note message for women out there, especially us moms that, be popping out babies. And it's an amazing, beautiful thing, risking our lives to do for someone else is so selfless. It's such a, you know what I'm saying? But it does take a toll on your body. I don't care how banging your bodies before. Yes, that's one thing. I'm definitely very blessed. And I thank the Most High that I bounced back like literally like so quickly. And people don't think that I've ever had kids, but you know what you used to look like before. You've seen yourself, not trying to be lewd. You've seen yourself naked before. You know your body, right? You know what your body has went through. So it's like these surgeons and the mainstream media, they put pressure on moms, especially too after you have your youths and your babies and stuff like that. They pitch the mommy makeover. So it's like when you see people, don't. And the Lord tells us this, like, don't be, wanting what other people have. You literally do not know what people like. This woman, if they would have asked me, should she have any plastic surgery? I would have said no. I don't think she had any plastic surgery. If she hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have known. But you really gotta you could go hit the gym, or I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with beautifying yourself. Plastic surgery is gonna be a hard no for me. This everything behind it is just really vain. But if you go to the gym, you can achieve great results. Like, it is possible. It's just like most people want instant gratification. And then her teeth as well, that's another thing. Like, people be thinking people just look this great way and they're just like well put together. But yeah, people be getting stuff done. All the celebrities you think just look good, no, they be getting stuff done. Even if you look at people like, for example, Alicia Keys, like, I wouldn't even have guessed she had any surgery, but apparently she had a nose job, and the before and afters are quite telling. So it's like, you don't put yourself down for these people. Don't even compare yourself to any of these people, anybody, because at the end of the day, you don't know what somebody's going through, what they did to get something, or just life in general. Like there's so many things you need to be counting your blessings that the most high gave you, right? There are people that are walking around that have been, scarred or different things. And even they, like, even though it sounds like, whatever the case is, they are just happy to be alive sometimes. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? To still have the ability to, you have to count your blessings and be grateful. There are people who can't walk, all type of different things. You just have to try. It's easier said than done, I know, but just count your blessings and know that as long as you have the Most High and He loves you, favors you, and you have your soul intact, you are winning. And just count your blessings and just pray for protection.
Dollars over 3 years or whatever. I'm okay with that. I have not met or spoken to him. I do not get jealous. In worst case
He says he does not get jealous.
scenarios, she would leave for a year or two and come crawling back. But considering I have not met or spoken to him. I do not get jealous. In worst case scenarios, she would leave for a year or two and come crawling back. But considering his age. But considering his age. But
That was morbid. He doesn't even ask about the money that I make from Santa at all. I'm the one that gets like really hyped up and excited. Like, hey, I just got $10,000.
I'm not going to control that income because she's very financially and very entrepreneurial minded. I don't need anything from her.
I've had so many women say, I would never. My husband would never. Girl, because your husband is insecure. I posted about Santa on social media. I faced people calling me a user, an evil person, a gold digger.
She'll be called a bed wench.
Listen, people are going to be like calling people names, stuff like that. But there's something I want to point out that is such a pet peeve for me. Like I literally just, it's so annoying when women call a man insecure for having basic emotions. Okay, if I'm with somebody and you are not like feeling no type of jealousy over you being with somebody else, that person doesn't really care about you, in my opinion. That person is he must love money over all of that. That person, something's off. Something is off, okay? Because I know I would be jealous. I'm not insecure. It's common sense. There's a Bible verse for this too. Like, if a woman comes and the man feels like she's cheated, she's been unfaithful, and jealousy comes over him, I literally like, why is it like people are, putting down men and women who are having common sense emotions? You liking somebody else's pics, naked pics and bikini pics and stuff like that, if that doesn't bring jealousy, that's just common sense. You are supposed to be in a relationship together, loving each other. You're going to create a soul tie attachment to that person. Either a lot of people are very transactional in their relationship, or there's some type of monetary motive, or people are just soulless that they don't even peep.
He is master.
This woman is trash. Is your husband allowed to basically have the same relationship with someone else?
Good question.
Of course not. How does that even
equate?
Men provide, so if you need to be with a woman to take money from a woman, makes you like really I would think of him kind of as like a bitch.
Like I feel like this is like I'm stopping and pausing in between for fair use. Okay, I'm stopping in between this, John. I know there's people that be like, oh, too many interruptions. I gotta play by the rules too at the same time, and at the same time I do have commentary to add on this. If I am adding any value, hit that subscribe button, like, share, you know what I'm saying? And I'm adding to the content. And more importantly, this is just the style of content that I do. I do not watch mindlessly. I add value because I do not like women like this, people like this in general, because it's okay, it's a double standard, right? So if a guy is like, okay, well, you're a woman, you just go make me a sandwich, you don't do anything else except for cater to me, and that's it. I'm allowed to do what I want to do. Then people call him a pig. Okay. Then people call this person a dad. And mind you, I don't feel sorry for this man. I don't. At this point, it's like y'all can make your own decisions. Everybody can make their own decisions and their own choices. I'm not in your bed. I'm not in your head, nor do I want to be. You gonna do you regardless. And the fact that you're letting this little girl run all over you as if you're not a grown behind man, that is on you. Okay. There are men that because of the way the woman looks or whatever, or they're used to it or the soul, I don't know, that you just let people run over. And I'm not, and who am I to dictate who's supposed to be together? That's all the Most High. Like, this is y'all business, right? But it's on the internet. So that's why we're able to have access to y'all bedroom. She's literally doing a split on this man and then putting it on social media. So, everybody can see the stuff that's going on right now. But for you to sit there and call him a bitch for, if he was to get, what if he wasn't getting money from this person? What if his form of monetary value was pleasure? Okay. What if that was what you can't put rules on sin? Okay. Sin is like it. That's why this world is so chaotic and going to the pit. Okay, is because it's just everything has just been defiled, and you can't control Pandora's box. But the man, he's clearly something's wrong, but she's a psychopath. She's a narcissist, as they would say, or there's a word, I don't know everything. I'm not like saying I'm on here like saying that I know everything or whatever the case is, just opinion, but it does sound like this is probably even more than Jezebel, or definitely some Jezebel stuff going on, but succubus type situation, draining your energy, looks very attractive, but is just absolutely toxic and lethal for you.
You are straight disrespecting your husband.
No matter what job you have in the world, you're getting money from someone else.
Most of these women, they're only working.
It is not the same thing. Like, what is he talking about, yo? It is not. That is not the same. She's not going
40 hours a day for the money.
And a lot of those women are way more respectful to that man, their manager, than they are to their husband or boyfriend.
I wouldn't be.
That is not the same thing. He's literally just making excuses to help himself not feel like a simp. Oh, a lot of them, they'll go and they'll treat their manager with more respect. Yeah, there are those scenarios, but she's not bending it over for it's as far as I'm concerned, like that scenario. She's not, chances are she's not bending over for him. Hopefully not. Chances are that's not the same thing at all. You're going and you're doing something that's morally correct to go, for the most part, to go take care. This couple frustrates me. I do know that there are people out there that are trying to make the right decisions, not trying to cast stones, just coming from a place of love. I do have a book out, Melanated and Expecting, essentially going over the things that the Most High revealed to me, showed to me before, during, and after my pregnancies, and things that if I had known and have listened to, I wouldn't be dealing with certain consequences that I'm dealing with today, but it could have been worse. The Most High truly blessed and protected us. Things about birth certificates, epidural, walking into a hospital, birth control, all of those things that they try to hide from you, that they don't want you to talk about on these internet streets. But the wisdom that the Most High gave me, you can gain a ton of edification learning from somebody who has already been there and done that. If you want to show your support in that way and get tons of edification for your newer generations, you can go ahead and click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Back to the video.
Bragging about being a trifling. A lot of men are just lonely and they want companionship, someone to talk to, but at the same time make them feel
they can get it from someone who isn't married, because they're allegedly married, right? And with you had this man's seeds
sexy and appealing because they're getting old, just tacky. Have some respect for yourself and family. I do have respect for my family. That's why
they're making videos, and like I said, they be on TikTok, Instagram.
I have Santa. My kids are living like literally the best life ever. I deal with the judgment by wiping my tears with my $300,000 because I don't give a damn.
And another side note, she says her kids are living their best life. They're living their best life now because they looked pretty young and unaware of the consequences of the internet and people knowing that their mom is out here thotting. And it looked like she had a boy too. And this is literally ammunition for other boys to disrespect your son.
Meandra is my best friend. Meandra is the person that
Ooh, I'm sorry. And she's showing up to this woman's house. Her husband's there. This is my opinion. If y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but would you like be okay with your quote unquote friend
is my
coming in with those?
best friend.
Like the way
Meandra is the
dressed?
person that was
Like, just saying, just a thought, because there are definitely a lot of women who, their quote unquote friend end up cheating on they with did this, that, and the third, and they whatever the case is. So just saying.
there from the beginning of me meeting both my husband and Santa.
I was like, well, what's the catch? Is one of the babies his or something like that? Why is he being so extravagant with her? So, Rose, how did you feel about Brett being okay
She's
with you
essentially
having a
like
sugar
kind of
daddy?
naked.
Did you
Like,
feel like he really didn't love you, or he was just in it for some money? Or
Yeah, I definitely did. There's been times where I was
it's
just
like
like,
literally her, like it's
so,
near
Rose,
her
how did you feel
areola.
about Brett being okay with you having a sugar daddy? Did you feel like he really didn't love you, or he was
I'm
just
having to
in
try to
it
look
for
away, but
some
it's just
money?
like I'm
Or
just in
yeah,
awe
I
at how
definitely
she's just sitting
did.
there.
There's been times where I was just like, why do you not care? Yeah, I just realized that he just wants me to be happy at the end of the day, I think. So, what were your initial thoughts when I told you about Santa?
so I definitely thought he was going to be a trick. And then once he was around for a while, for years, I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's one of the kids' dad or something like that.
Oh, my Lanta.
But after a while and after actually meeting him, I was just like more, okay, this is just a man who has the money to fund her life, and they've built a friendship. And
I'm offended. Not you thought it was not you thought it was a baby daddy. What? You really thought that I had had with
yeah,
this man?
because for the longest I didn't meet him or know
Yeah.
him. It is good that it all worked out, and I hope that can happen for me too. That I'm inspired now and I can get a sugar daddy. So call me.
I see. Maybe she don't dress like this often. Maybe she hopped on this episode knowing the cameras was gonna be rolling to show off her goods or whatever. But do you see what she said? That's really, really big, and that is even this woman, her friend, looked like she's like in her 40s or something like that. That's my opinion. I don't know how old she is, but she's the way she talk and the way she move and the way she look, it seems like she's in her 40s, right? And so, with that being said, she's being inspired. So, imagine how the younger generations are being inspired. This is crazy. I'm gonna let you know first, this is wild. Everything they're not even, and they have babies. They're not even thinking about the babies. They're thinking about themselves and, oh, their kids have the best life. But if you have any sons, they could easily look at this episode and be like, well, your mom, I seen your mom split open, wide open. Well, I could just go on your mom's. I don't know if she has an OF. I go on her mom's, whatever the case is, and da 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 da. This is ammunition for ruining your legacy.
I do have boundaries with Santa. We're not allowed to have intimacy, and he's not allowed to talk about my husband.
I want to make a valid point. So he said that he was comfortable with this whole situation, but if he was so comfortable, why are there those boundaries set in this place? And it really leads back to there is no like boundaries on sin. Like eventually this is going to blow up dramatically and create chaos. It already has chaos in their lives. You already seen the videos in the beginning where they were blowing up. That was a result of the blowing up. Okay, all of this stuff was going on. She says she's been with this person for years now. So it's been going on while they were pretending to be this happy family. And then when the drama unfolded and she's calling him broke and there's domestic violence and there's this, that, and the third, people like this is the result of that. And now they're trying to act cutesy and everything. I'm telling you, eventually, again, is going to be a dramatic explosion of emotion because there are emotions that are being withheld. He not comfortable with this. His facial expression, the vibe through the screen, just look at that. It says it all. And I'm very spiritual and I could just tell. And she's just deep in her pride. She's selfish and she doesn't care about how he feels. And that is essentially what's going on here.
I think of Santa as my only fan. I make explicit content for him and I just
These are all pagan holidays, by the way. Do your research.
talk on the phone with
That was
him.
so
If
weird and
he
cringy.
can break away, which usually
No.
he can't because he has a full family. He likes to take me to baseball games. His family does not know about me. And so I kind of did feel bad at first because he has a family. But then the more that I started like talking to him, I started.
And mind you, so I was only gonna play a snippet, but it just got so juicy. Like in a way of, Dag, there's too much. I have to let these people know. Like it's just, this is crazy. Like this has a whole bunch of lessons that needs to be learned in it. He has a whole family. Family don't know about his situation. He has spent over a few $100,000 over the years on this woman. That's why, like, in my opinion, if you're getting married, especially these days, you gotta do certain stipulations. I think that the finances should be joint, and I should be able to see what exactly is going on, putting the money together, trying to figure out like, okay, so not to say like you can't trust nobody, like you obviously still have to put some type of trust. There's a way to hide what you spend, but just to have that extra layer of like, okay, I noticed you're spending this much, or I noticed you're paying this $2,500 bill, because she said earlier in the video that she was getting $2,500 a month from this man just in to take care of bills. Where are you paying $2,500 a month to every single month? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have the car note or whatever, we have the mortgage, we got these bills, the utilities, whatever, we have the this, that, and the third, yet they're taking out an extra $2,500 a month. Where is that going? And as I'm editing this, I do realize that he had put her on his payroll, so that would be more difficult to tell if it just looks like you're just paying an employee. But, you know, it's really important to seek the Most High, because, you know, if you ask him, it will reveal so much. But these people clearly seem like they just all about what the Most High created and aren't doing much seeking in that aspect. That's just what it seems like.
Started to realize you're not a home wrecker, like you're a home helper. He literally told me,
the delusion.
You helped my marriage because when I met you, I was going to divorce my wife. Like, she was just such a nag. My life was miserable, and you brought excitement to my life. There was a moment where he wanted to completely leave his wife and like be with me, but I wouldn't allow it.
Wait, whoa. So don't this sound familiar? Don't this sound familiar? You remember this couple?
And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing.
You can already tell that she's not happy in this at all. And if you don't know who this couple is, that is the man on the right is Derrick Jaxn. Okay, he used to pander to women on the internet, and of course he still does, and they listen, telling them all sweet things, tickling their ears to what they want to hear. And ironically, he cheated hard on his wife. and he had did this video as damage control after everybody found out, and in my opinion, to uphold his status on YouTube as the go-to for woman's advice. Okay, and till this day, I think they're definitely divorced, and he is openly just being disrespectful and not caring about the things that she's going through after the fact. Like, he just kept cheating, and of course that's his now ex-wife, and she's just kind of forcing her way through this in complete shock. And then afterwards, it seems like her mental health went all over the place. Hopefully she continues to try to get better, but that's essentially what we're looking at here in this clip right here. I see two very different situations, but also similar in that he's trying to put on this, I guess, brave face, or try to pretend that he's cool with stuff, and he's not. And that's a recipe for disaster. Then you have Rose and Derek, the narcissist, quote unquote, in the situation. And it's a very similar pattern. His ex-wife's name is Denia Latrice Jackson. He was, recently talking about her getting rid of his last name. Like, you have to be careful who you choose, because if you choose a man that is just not it, they just do not care. And I just peep, is that a drink in his hand, like an alcoholic beverage? If that man got a drink to forget, I wouldn't be surprised. And this is what you call having a woman rule over a man, where the pants in the relationship, hence their name, Queen of Kings. And wow, thank you, Holy Spirit. I literally just peeped. She told the truth in her YouTube name from the beginning, because she was dealing with both men, to my knowledge, the guy, the older guy, and her husband at the same time. So that's a title. Wow, Queen of Kings. Wow, that's crazy.
I think personally, I helped his marriage. I did let social media know that he does have a brain tumor, and I had multiple people saying that I'm a user, I'm evil, and I'm taking advantage of him. But
Wow.
He's still running a multi-million-dollar company. He's still very coherent. His money will outlive him multiple lifetimes. I don't think it's possible to take advantage of a man in that way. I deserve to be on the wheel, if anything. I really do. What I love most about my husband is that he is very open-minded. We just allow one another to live.
I would hate a boring, mundane life, and there's never going to be an boredom here. Everything that she's put her mind and everything to so far has been successful.
We've had people make videos about us and oh, their relationship is fake, this, that. And I used to cry at this point. I say, screw you.
What do you think? I already said my thoughts throughout the video. It is what it is, and it is what it is. Like, people are gonna do this, and this is gonna be. That's why when they roll out AI and robots and stuff like that, people are gonna fall into line with it. They say that AI is taking a lot of jobs. They're gonna be taking a lot of sugar babies' jobs, these robots and stuff like that, because these old men could just buy these robots and play with them and do whatever they want to do. Old, young, everybody. Like, not everybody. Hopefully, of course, not everybody. There's gonna be a select few that are still rational and in reality, and hopefully choosing the Most High. Okay. With all that being said, I do have a book out, Melanated and Expecting. If you are trying to, raise a generation health wise better, and trying to break free from the generational curses and the things, the target, like the things that these governments the government, the powers that be, try to do to affect your newer generations. Things like birth control, epidural, all these different things. This cautionary and things to avoid, things I wish I did differently, I comprise in a book, and Most High let me put together. And there's just so many things that if I had known, I would have avoided certain consequences. But he's definitely still could have been worse. He definitely protected us and blessed us. And now I'm able to hop on here and tell my testimony that he's letting me tell. But there's certain things that you can't really talk about too much on the internet that are in this book as well. All right. So if you wanted to check it out, the link is in the description. I kind of want to do like if you ever grew up, you're a millennial, even a Gen Z, I think you've ever heard of chicken noodle soup. I kind of want to do something like that, where if you want to, tell me your story, or if you want to anonymously do it, if you want to have on camera, or if you want to go get featured in the book with what you went through, and just be able to help other women as well to avoid certain situations, or just tell your testimony, definitely hit me up. My business email is there. Thank the Most High. All praises the Most High, y'all. But if you want to show your support, the link is in the description or the pinned comment. With all that being said, more importantly, seek the Most High, seek him through Christ. Okay. Christ is your real best friend. And, just choose peace. Okay. Wisdom is crying out in the streets. Okay. She is crying out in the streets. All right. Run to her, run to the Holy Spirit, and just be in his grace and mercy. Okay. Follow his commandments and to the best of your abilities, and stay sober minded on these spiritual streets. Peace.